About 4.5 years ago, I was on a work trip in a crowded room, and one of my colleagues walked up with two people that I never met before. And they sat down beside me at the table, and several minutes into the conversation, the gentleman looks at me and says, "Hey, I believe I have a word for you, so weigh it." And I was listening intently in a crowded space, and this gentleman asked me if I had seen the movie Top Gun. And he then described me as how I'd been perceived in business as one of the characters, and then how in the future I was about to be perceived as a man, a different man, a man of passion. And then he told me that my work and my faith were going to come together in ways that I'd never experienced. He said, "So weigh it." And I sat at the table, like, what just happened? What is this? I mean, this man doesn't know me. He doesn't know that I'm a pilot, and I could quote Top Gun to him, and I knew exactly the character he was talking about. I said this and just knew that the Lord was speaking to me. It was indicative of how much he loved me, that he saw me, that he was with me. And I sat with it and processed it for quite some time and just held it in my heart. And many things had unfolded. I was just in the middle of this new job where I was a contractor. Then several months later, they asked me to come on full time. And I get to do things that I never dreamed that I would get to do. Things that I get to work with pastors all over the world. And I'm doing things that I've been doing in business for most of all of my career. And I'm doing it now with a faith-based organization and basically serving the church in a unique way. And my faith and work had come together in new ways. And earlier this year, I realized that I'm living in the fulfillment of this word that this gentleman spoke over me in that crowded restaurant about 4.5 years ago. And I'm grateful for his obedience, that he was listening and that he would have the courage to share what was on his heart. I appreciate the way he shared it. It wasn't, "Hey, this is a word for the Lord for you," or "This is something you need to do." It was, "Hey, take this and weigh it." And he was faithful, and God was faithful, and the gentleman, he was faithful to be obedient, but God was faithful to what he said. And I'm very thankful to be living in the fulfillment of that now, and eager for the rest that's yet to be unfolded in the same word. So thank you.